Yeah, it seems the way that's
I
how
thought we
it's
might
setting
be able
up.
to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
Bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no.
Can we climb over the
My
wall?
uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Wow.
The Lazarus.
Yeah, obviously we gotta go back through that.
We'll find our way into the city there.
Then let's do it.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Yeah, I can't help but feel like everyone got massacred in there too.
As long as it is abandoned.
As we go to the next chapter, Black Light Burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Or maybe they're all going to be right where we're heading to. Which wouldn't really surprise me, to be honest. Yeah, they won't let me use that gate. We have to go over this way. And they want us to use this gate. So open the wrought iron.
This is nothing like I remember it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can open every door.
Crown can lose its luster.
So what can we find in this place? Well, maybe one of these. 10 spools of steel silk. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. This isn't a good time to be dropping frames right now.
Not abandoned.
Oh,
Oi! Visitors!
and they don't like that we're here. This must be that resistance movement.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
No, apparently not. It's not going down like that. We're gonna be surrounded. Yep. I had a feeling. Hey Luna, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Or not.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to get them to convince them we're on their side. So this will include limit breaking. Yeah, who all wants it? Yeah, I see you doing your thing. Now allow me to do mine. What's the matter? Not gonna try and give me a challenge? Maybe I should offer some incentive. Stay down, he says. All of you. Enemies bested. As the points continue to tally up. More steel silk and a gill bug.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that,
Who goes there?
and he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Yeah, I get the feeling that this is gonna get blocked. Or just throws by his head.
The Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Oh my god. Wade or Tyler? How did the one of you two survive?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Yeah, because one of them turned traitor on us when Phoenix Gate fell.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
So it was Tyler who betrayed us at Phoenix Gate. But Wade stayed loyal. Are we gonna hug it out? Or just shake? Hello there.
We can speak inside.
Yes, please. So, yeah. Welcome to the Lazarus. One of the last few strongholds.
Those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Yeah, and you were definitely much older than Clive was.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
Well, now you have me.
Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her.
Maybe it's someone who's posing as her?
Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
Nope.
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Oh, great.
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're gonna meet this son.
The Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
Do what you gotta do.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
That would be nice.
If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Well, then let's not waste any time.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Alright then, let's do it.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
No kidding.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Yeah, there's a... Well, yeah, speaking of the quartermaster.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Yeah, it's a shame none of this stuff is better than what I currently have. Alright, now we have Desert Roses. Well, I have not lacking on Gil right now. Yeah, let's just buy a slew of 99
Will that be all?
and sell them out.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Perhaps you haven't heard, but we're trying to destroy them. We're trying to play the Ascian role.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, he's also very confident to expect them to make
So
it.
wait. The bearers from Old Ed have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Do what's gotta be done, sir.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace.
Victory.
Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
And so we shall. Quest accepted. Let's make it happen. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. So now we can have options. So obviously now Wade is coming along with us. We gotta go to the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thank you. I guess they had to
How long
close
have
the
you
gate
been pursuing
behind
the
us in order to ensure that we
Since
weren't
they
caught.
burned their first village, we tracked down the bosses responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
How reassuring. Yeah, now we're having to double back. Oh, are we gonna have to fight at this section? No, we don't have to. Thankfully, it's just civilians, but they're all running. Because, obviously, the Black Shields are standing their ground over here.
Bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
You got it. Gentlemen, do we have a problem here? Yeah, I'm looking at all of you.
What is it now? I told you.
To shut up.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us
Yes.
that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Well, apparently you don't know what happened to your
die
brethren
along with your
beforehand.
flame.
Yeah, apparently you are oblivious to that.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria! Go!
Your petty revolution ends here.
Now let's start with you.
On these our swords, we swear.
Yeah. Can I get you to... Actually, I think it's just dawned on me who's wearing the helmet. It's Tyler. Tyler is the man behind, the leader who's wearing the black helmet that I want to take out. Yeah, Tyler, your days are numbered. We know for a fact you turned traitor, and now you're gonna pay. It finally dawned on me who is leading this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Bloody hell. Reinforcements from the far bank.
Another one of them to fight their battles for them.
Get him.
Alright, go. Oh, that was painful to look at. Oh! Well, let's get things really into gear. Yeah, War Wyvern, you're gonna really be feeling it. New enemies approach us. We got this thing staggered.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances.
No, they are not.
Can't say I'm flattered.
12,000 points. And where do you think you're going? Alright, next. Yeah, you're getting pounced on right out of the gate, and you are not standing a chance.
A noble stand,
No, there's Tyler.
albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point.
Yeah, he's a dragoon.
This land is in dire need of cleansing.
Then you shall be cleansed. Go! Yeah, let's see how you deal with this. Ah. Oh, and now take this. Take this, Tyler. You and your boy band ways are over. Alright, go. Everything you got. All about a strength tonic to increase the forward momentum. For nearly 14,000.
So wait.
Oh!
No one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Oh, thankfully I got out of the way of that. Turn it up again with another double limit break. Maybe I'll take it out on your friends there, Wade. Or Tyler, rather. Alright, everything you got. Another 7,800. Oh. In there. Go. Oh, apparently they're not going to let me use the limit break again, even though it was built up. Oh, it's not quite enough for another level, but look at all that stuff that I just accumulated. Whew!
I don't see any more.
And so,
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well.
no, she won't.
She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die.
Exactly.
And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So Wade,
Just say thank you.
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Quest complete. Yeah, that'll be enough to get the level. There it is. There's level 26. 60 magic dash and a chunk of meteorite to go with it. And so, back at the Lazarus.
and how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Oh, really?
Since the beginning.
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained.
Yes, they must.
Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I hope you're right.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Do tell. What have you got?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
You got the burnt blade from Wade. Jeez, how many seals have we
Be
accumulated?
sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. Only
Wade.
Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Okay, so so it actually wasn't Tyler playing the role of a Black
Thank you, Sir
Shield.
Wade. If there is ever anything you need,
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Thank you. Off we go. And so, that night in Port Isolde, at Rossfield Manor, where there's a huge pile of tusks, and apparently we already made it in? Yeah, we're jumping ahead here. We're kind of the chase.
Accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
not a chance.
So then how will you convince them?
All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
You really think you would go that far? So the door opens. But yeah, you weren't wrong about someone wanting to brandish a weapon.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Hello? Yeah,
Clive Rossfield died long ago.
he probably does realize it's him, but he's denying it
And
to
for
try
uttering his name
to
here,
save
you shall
himself.
pay with your tongue.
I'll just leave if you want. Or pull out a phantom sword.
You would mock me as well.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod.
From a play? Possibly?
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Yeah. Do you see it now? Yeah, you quoted a
the
play?
Infectious flax wench, even in death, must thou plague me still?
Got any other tricks up your sleeve there, Clive?
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh, that was the next line.
Bravo, uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Yeah, you still have family out there. That's not Joshua and isn't a traitor.
Always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Now that's a
I have
moment.
favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
No.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Yeah. Plus, at least have him have some happiness in his life there, Clive.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
There are good plates? For someone like him, I would think every plate is a good plate.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Yeah.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience.
Sadly.
It's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
But how long can he keep it
It's
going?
been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Yeah, this is all so
Right,
much for them.
If it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
We need days.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim.
And yet.
But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
And who is this good authority?
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
I guess we're finding that out firsthand.
It's not untrue.
Say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting advanced with things.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
It's a long story.
Always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
It would.
Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
You really want to go along with us there, Uncle? And so, yeah, I guess that several weeks later is now.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustos
Boiling
in the
sea?
space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Yeah, I feel like it's been that way for the last little while, actually.
Monsters.
Oh,
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
so creepy.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
Yeah, this is already a lot for her.
I had become a monster.
Why do I get the feeling that we're getting to the part where we're
Jill.
going to lose Jill and we're going to get Shiva's abilities very soon?
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
Yeah, then hold on tight.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
Right now it's not looking good for
Let's
her.
get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Yeah, she's officially on the clock, is Miss Jill. So it's time for us to head back, for the time being, to the hideaway.